Been a good week to be a Texas Longhorn fan. Some recruiting wins of the high-profile variety. The season's right around the corner. Arch Manning. Yeah, see, I just had to say his name, and Texas fans probably got excited. What are you going to say? I don't think I really have to say anything else. You're probably excited because we're one day closer every day that passes by to the Arch Manning era at Texas. Long awaited, might I add. So the Longhorns have been rolling, and don't for a second pretend that Texas and Oklahoma got an equally fair shake coming into the SEC. They didn't. Texas has taken advantage of that in their first year so far. I think they're going to again this year. The schedule difference between Texas and Oklahoma is it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Oklahoma's schedule among the toughest in college football. I believe ESPN's strength of schedule metrics have it as the second hardest schedule in the country behind Florida. Like, those are in the top two. Texas not in that sort of range. Now, they do have one of the best games in all of college football's non-conference slate this year in week 1. And this is a round of applause. I ripped Indiana on Friday. I rip into late season SEC cupcakes. I do not care for schools who will not play quality non-conference games. I don't like it. I don't think schools should control their non-conference scheduling. I will continue to lobby for that until it changes in college football. But I'm I'm applauding. Applauding is the word. Texas and Ohio State, because they're playing week 1 at the Horseshoe, college football playoff semifinal rematch. I mean, come on, man. This is going to be big time stuff. I think Texas is winning that football game. I do. You got two quarterbacks I don't know a ton about. It's probably Julian Sayin at Ohio State. Probably. I know it's Arch Manning at Texas. Ohio State lost a lot from last year. I think they're going to be a good team. I think there's some sneaky value on Ohio State, who I'm going to talk about more later on today's show when I discuss Clemson. There is sneaky value on Ohio State under 10.5 wins. Texas's preseason win total, according to our friends at FanDuel, is 9.5. I like the over. I really like the over because Texas early in there. Remember, how many people would have picked them? I certainly didn't, to go into Alabama and win a couple of years ago. Arch Manning is not a veteran quarterback necessarily. I've seen more of him than Julian Sayin. He's started and finished more games, I don't care who it's against, than Julian Sayin has. And Sayin's first game, at least he's at home, but he's going to have to go against this Texas defense with Colin Simmons breathing down his neck all the time and Anthony L. Jr. coming after him. That's not a spot I'd want to be in. I'd feel better if Ohio State had one of their weaker opponents as a tune-up game, but they don't. This is game 1, and Ryan Day against Steve Sarkisian. This is just going to be fun. This has just got all the making. Texas, Ohio State, Day, Sark, Arch, 5-star, and Julian Sayin. Jeremiah Smith and Caleb Downs will be on the field. It's going to be awesome. I think Texas finds a way to win this game. I'm taking Texas to win that one. And until I'm presented with some seriously strong evidence to the contrary, just change my opinion in fall camp, I don't think that is going to change. So just off the top, I think Texas goes 11-1. I can see 10-2. I really can't see lower than 10-2. I like Texas. I'm one of the people who, you hear, I'm sure, plenty of pundits, commentators, content creators, whoever saying, oh, Texas this, Texas that. Yeah, I'm kind of one of those Texas this, Texas that sort of guys. So I think they win at Ohio State. Then I kind of feel for Texas fans because they don't actually get a home game that's worth watching until Vanderbilt, which is way later in the schedule. Because the next 3 home games for Texas are San Jose State, UTEP, and Sam Houston. I mean, it's not what I would like for the rest of Texas's games to be, but when you have Ohio State on there, okay, I suppose that's allowed. Those games are at home. They're going to win them all. Won't be close. Okay, whatever. Then they go at Florida. Now, this is going to be a pretty popular upset pick. I, again, am going to trust Texas here. Why? I like Sark more than I like Billy Napier. I have Texas rated higher in my preseason rankings than I do Florida, and I don't think the home field advantage for the Gators, which didn't prove to be a whole heck of a lot last year in a couple early season big games. This one's closer to the middle of the season, of course. I do not think, I'm not, by the way, please don't take that as a shot at the Swamp. Take that as a shot at Billy Napier, because I've taken my fair share of shots at him. I'm going to keep doing it. I don't think he's very good. I think Sark is better. I do like Florida. I picked Florida to go 5-7 last year. I will not do that again this year because I love me some DJ Lagway. I really do. Give me Texas to win that game in the Swamp. And then Red River. So this will, and this is what I mean about Texas' schedule, because then their next two games are on the road. At Kentucky, at Mississippi State. They're going to win those two games. They'll beat Vanderbilt at home. They'll have their only loss of the season at Georgia, I think, before they beat Arkansas, and then Texas A&M last week of the year. The best thing realignment has come up with, I quip all the time, the best thing capitalism has come up with is Costco. I mean, come on, like Costco. Incredible. I love Costco. Costco's great. So I don't think realignment has come up with a better product that we didn't have before than Texas A&M. You can also argue that realignment cost us that matchup, which it did. Texas A&M used to be in the Big 12. They left to go to the SEC. Well, at least it's back. And last year, the environment delivered. And in Austin, the environment's going to deliver again. That is so far and away the best true home game. Of course, Red River's a neutral site, the most unique environment in all of college football, and a great one at that. Texas A&M better be a game worth the wait for Texas fans. There's just not a great slate of home games this year. If I were a season ticket holder in the Austin, Texas area, I'd be a little disappointed. UTEP, San Jose State, UTEP, Sam Houston, Vanderbilt, Arkansas, Texas A&M. Pretty weak, but also reflective of what I said earlier. Texas's schedule, incredibly favorable. That might change starting next year when schedules start to cycle around. At least it should. Oklahoma should be easier. Texas's should be tougher. Because Oklahoma, last year and this year, much tougher in their first 2 years in the SEC. Texas, though, I mean, I've got Kentucky, Mississippi State, power raters, bottom three teams. Florida is, I think, good. Arkansas, I don't know what Sam Pittman's doing. Texas A&M, good, but I like Texas at home there. They got it done on the road last year, of course, with Quinn Ewers, and that'll be game 12 for Arch Manning, presuming he stays healthy. So I like Texas to go 11-1. I think their one loss will come at Georgia. I watched Georgia beat them in close games last year. It's not crazy to think that Texas could find a way to win those games. I'm just pretty hesitant, call me crazy, to pick anybody to go into Athens and win. I know, hot take artist over here. That's what they call me. That's why I was hired to this wonderful network, to be a hot take artist and say things like, I'm never usually going to pick anyone to go into Athens and win.